In this video, I'll be giving you all the tips, all the techniques, all the things that I use. It might not work for you, so don't take this as seriously as you take your dog. I'm sorry about that. The point is that this is going to be something that most of the people that are actually beginning to draw are going to deny, or people that are professional at drawing are going to deny it. Most of them. Some of them are going to be open-minded to this. So you might be one of those that deny it, and you might also have the capacity to actually accept that this might somehow work. So if you noticed, I started this drawing by randomly just drawing squiggly lines and having lines that are not really directed towards anything specific, but like I have a specific aim in my mind to draw a character. I don't even know what it's gonna look like. I just know that I'm gonna draw a character. I'm gonna explore the possibilities of each line, the potential that each line has for creating certain features of that character. And then after, drawing some lines that are super random, you get to actually see your character. I'm not even joking. It's like a very magical thing. You get to see the nose somehow in some sort of lines that has the potential to become a nose. And like there's another line that can become an ear. I don't know if this sounds very bizarre, and I don't know. Like it might sound super crazy to you, but it's super useful to me. So what is happening here is absolutely just like based on reality. It's not like something magical. I have been practicing art, and I've been looking at photos and at, other artists' work, and I've been trying to study every structure of the face before this. And now it has been activated by that sort of puzzle. Those squiggly lines and random lines are a sort of puzzle for my mind to pick the right tool out of my mental library to finish the puzzle, to actually solve the puzzle. And it's so ridiculously amazing how it happens. But here's a very solid example. Do you remember when you were a kid, like looking at clouds and seeing some beautiful shapes in them, seeing a monster out of them, or seeing something so funny? That is not what it is, but you can see it because it's in your mind. It's like you having something that is not blank and can guide you to decide what you're gonna draw. So my problem with drawing was always having a blank canvas. If you stare at a blank canvas, it's really daunting. It's just gonna be a very hard task for you to break into it. And once you break into it, then you can absolutely just like find the inspiration to continue. And this right here that I'm doing, this drawing of random lines first, is a very smooth gateway to my own drawing. It's like I'm trying to warm up my mind and give it the initial kick. And maybe for you, the initial kick is gonna be looking at the reference. Maybe it's whatever it is. If it works for you, then that is for you. And if it doesn't work for you, then maybe try this. I'm not forcing you to try this, or I'm not saying that this is the right way of doing it. I don't know what is the right way. I just do whatever works. And it works for me, so I'm gonna do it. Sometimes people in the comments say that, well, if you want to actually give a good advice, then don't use a reference. And I totally agree with you. I know that using a reference is the best thing that you could possibly do if you want to actually grow your artistic scale. But once you've really been working and studying different references for so many years, then you don't really need any reference. You just don't need it. What you're gonna do is to just like automatically just draw, because you've seen so much, you've done so much, and like your mind and your hand is totally synced, and you can start just automatically drawing anything. And I'm not gonna always be doing this. So like most of the time I'm going to be doing this, and some other times I might even use a reference. It's not like, no, I don't use a reference, it's my religion and I don't use any references. No, man. That's not what I meant. it's a fun exercise that I'm doing right here, and it might go like this for some time, and then I might get tired of this method. Like, you can diversify your practices. That's the gem. If you diversify it, you might like someday pick a reference and draw from it, and someday you feel like doing it automatically by yourself, not using any reference. And diversification is really, really important when it comes to practicing your craft, because it's much more fun when you're using different sort of methods and different practices than doing all the same. So maybe you should try it for yourself. Just start drawing by random lines and see what happens. You might be surprised. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that I can see you in the next video. Have a nice week. You can hit the like button and also click on this video.